The Ravens going to Houston to take on the Texans. The Ravens are favored by 5.5, which isn't a surprise because we are still waiting for the Texans to give us a signature win. Home or away? They did beat the Bills at home. Can they beat the Ravens at home? And I remember after the Texans finished their 2023 season, I looked at their schedule and I said, holy crap, they got some tough games this year. They've had to play the Lions. They were up, 16 points? Lost in overtime. They had to play the Bills. They beat the Bills. They've lost to the Chiefs. That game was in doubt for a while, and now they get a chance to get what would be a second signature win of the season over a truly high-end team if they can beat the Baltimore Ravens. But, the Ravens in these spots, we saw them on Christmas last year. Oh, I saw them on Christmas last year. It was right about, it wasn't Christmas Eve, but it was maybe a day or two before where I made my prediction that the 49ers were going to kick the you-know-what out of the Ravens on Christmas night, and that kind of blew up on me a little bit. So the Ravens play well. I've learned this. Except for that game against the Eagles, the late afternoon, that felt like a big deal, and the Eagles went in and took care of the Ravens. Usually when you get Lamar Jackson to a spot like this, standalone, big platform, lights on, he finds a way to play at an even higher level than what we're accustomed to. And, hey, I wrote about this yesterday. Everybody assumes Josh Allen's the MVP. I wouldn't assume anything. Lamar Jackson had a better performance week 16 than Josh Allen. There's still 2 weeks left. If the Ravens win the division, I don't know how people are going to vote. I don't know how I'm going to vote. And I got one of the votes. I know. That just shows what's wrong with the award. That's fine. I still got one of them. You can complain that I got one all you want. I still got one. If they want to take it from me, I don't care. But I got one, and I've had it for 3 years now. So, hate if you want, but I don't know what I'm going to do with my vote this year, and I'll figure it out after the season ends. But, that's where, and this is where this whole explosion of sports betting, does it become chicken and the egg? Are some of the voters going to be influenced by the betting odds? Like, they don't want to look stupid. Nobody wants to look stupid. So I really don't know who the MVP is. Who's the betting favorite? Okay, I'll make that that's how I'll resolve the tie. I don't want to look stupid if somebody sees my ballot. Everybody thinks Josh Allen's the favorite. You know what? It's not worth it to me to look like an idiot. So I'll just make Josh Allen my number one. Who can say I was wrong? Everybody thought Josh Allen was going to win. I hope that we all take a step back. And I know it's not easy. There's no calculator. There's different factors. There's objective, there's subjective. And you can pick whatever objective facts you want to fit your subjective preference. If you want it to be Lamar Jackson, you just pick the stats that favor Lamar Jackson. If you want it to be Josh Allen, you come up with some objective array of factors to support your belief that it should be Josh Allen. It can be a lot of guys. It can definitely be Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson has a chance, with millions watching worldwide on Wednesday, to make a pretty damn good case for himself. Hell, that's one of the reasons why Josh Allen's a favorite now. He had a Sunday night game where he was lights out against the 49ers. First guy since Otto Graham to have 3 passing touchdowns. Was that game? One of those games. I'm getting my games twisted up. He had the receiving touchdown, or was it a rushing touchdown? It counted as a receiving touchdown, but he had a game with 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns. He had another game where it was just like craziness. He's been playing in these big platform, big top standalone games where we're like, damn, either standalone or late afternoon games, which is a big deal, which gets bigger ratings. The 425 game gets the biggest ratings of the week, typically, regardless of the prime time windows. So this is a chance for Lamar Jackson to go out and have a big game and stake his claim to the MVP. Not that he cares. He's already got 2 of them. I'm sure he'd trade them both for a Super Bowl win. I remember that. I asked Patrick Mahomes about that at one point, about the MVP conversation, and he said, I just want a Super Bowl ring. I don't care about anything else. All right. D'Amico Ryans would agree with me that we should be taking Lamar Jackson seriously as MVP candidate. Now, there's a little Lou Holtz in this because it's the next opponent for the Houston Texans, but here's D'Amico Ryans talking about how well Lamar Jackson is performing.
I think Lamar is playing some of the best football he's played. Like, he's definitely jumps off the tape as the best player I've seen this year. You talk about MVP. He's definitely the MVP in my mind, just for what he's doing, not only run game wise, but throwing the football, the accuracy, the decision making. Like, he's playing unbelievable ball right now. So it's going to be a really tough challenge for us this week.
And again, he would be saying the same thing about Josh Allen if they were playing the Bills this week. But, I was talking about how there's plenty of objective facts out there that you could point to support whatever you want to do. One objective fact would be the Texans beat the Bills in Houston and Josh Allen. Texans lost to the Ravens and Lamar Jackson if it comes down to that. So it's a good comparison, even though the teams have changed plenty since that Week 4 game, I think it was. Still, this is one of those quality player against a playoff team, and let's see what he does. And let's see what he adds to his resume. We got 2 chapters left in the 2024 season for all of these guys who are contenders for the MVP. Lamar Jackson has a chance to really impress us and reestablish himself and become the youngest 3-time MVP in NFL history. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.